took our soft line off, ran it to a jug, sprayed it with some starting fluid. We're going to try and pump some of that goo up and out of there, see what we're getting out of these lines. If it's bad, we might have to do a full tank flush, which would suck, but let's give it a shot. We'll let this settle out and see exactly what we're dealing with. One thing I do know, it's a lot like water, but I did bring an auxiliary fuel tank, so we will be able to run this thing off of that 3-gallon tank. I've got our auxiliary boat tank hooked up. Ironically, it's finally being used at a boat, so that's kind of neat. We'll see if we can get some of this good gas through and stop getting whatever that goo is. Round we go. What do you even have to run off of right now? Okay, that looks much better. Much more like gasoline. Fire it up. What the heck? Have at ye. Oop, hated that. Okay, well, I may have just vapor locked it. We're just gonna leave it sit now for forever. Beans. Maybe it'll fix itself. I've done this before on this engine, so nothing new here. So while I was waiting for this boat to self-heal itself and unstick from whatever funk it was in, I decided to pop our carb apart, and I found some pretty telling results. That's all goo and water and I don't even know what. So this needs a pretty solid little clean out. Yeah, no wonder it wouldn't run. No wonder that needle was sticky initially. That's bad. So I'll pop this fuel filter off as well. See if we've got gunk in there that's just continuing to flow in. All right, so we got our carburetor tore down, put back together. Luckily I didn't break any gaskets, but I found a lot of junk in the bowls, including water, so shocker. We've got fresh gas in it now. We've got a solenoid or a switch issue that's causing it to, you know, not turn over occasionally. I like to party. Do you like to party? Let's party. Oh, yeah. Ow. Oh man, that's very nice. So cool, it runs. We should hook up our makeshift cooling system, see if that all works. And I need to check the oil, see if we already have water in it or if it's clean and ready for a good test. Give it, oh, well, the whole dipstick's coming with it. Ah, yes. That's water. That's watery oil. That is Big Bad Milkshake. Anyway, that's what we're dealing with in the engine, which is not good. So we need to do an oil change right off the bat with this thing. I suspect it'll take some time for it to come out. Oh, there we got some water. Yep, that is a definite milkshake coming out of there. Alright, there's the oil that came out of this engine, this poor thing. Thank you to Chuck for bringing us over some tools. Now it's time to put new oil in and see just exactly how bad our water issue is. I feel better not knowing, but we gotta know. So let's fill her up with 5 quarts of our finest oil that came with the boat and see what happens. Okay, I've got our pressure gauge / temperature gauge plumbed into the intake. We've got our water still hooked up to the boat. Regulator seems to work. It opens up at an unknown pressure. So we're about to see what that pressure is. So I am going to go ahead and fire up the boat again. When Austin hears the boat fires up, he's going to turn on the water. Hopefully all the water goes out the exhaust. All right, you ready down there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, something just happened. Water just came pouring out of the engine. But where? Where did it come from? That's a new one for me personally. So what happened was the frost plugs fell out. One on either side is missing. Right here, there's supposed to be a frost plug in there, but this is inside the block. Oh, and there's sand in here. That's super duper. Cool. So middle one on this side, and it looked like the middle one on the other side too. Can we see up in here? Yes, we can. But we are absolutely going to need to fix that before we go any further.
A few hours later, Angus had finished up his oil change and fixed his broken frost plugs. It was finally time to hook up the cooling system and see just how bad this water leak was.
Alright, so we're going to shut the water off there. We're going to check our oil. I'm pretty sure we already know we're going to see water in it. The only thing I can base it off of is the level. Did we gain a lot of water? Did we gain a little water? Who knows? It ain't me. So here I am. It's nighttime. We stepped away for like 10 minutes to go get dinner, and all of a sudden it's dark, and it's 9 o'clock, and I am super tired. But we did learn that it is making water in the oil. I felt the oil, what should have been brand new, relatively clean 10W30, was coming out as not very slippery milk. If we run this engine anymore with this oil and with this water leak, we run a serious chance of destroying the crankshaft bearings for one, camshaft bearings for two, any lifters, rockers, pretty much anything that needs lubrication. So the whole engine. So this engine needs to come apart for sure, and we need to figure out why and how the water is getting in, whether that be gaskets or if it's a cracked block.
I believe it was right about here that back in Iowa, my phone started ringing and I got a call from Angus saying, "Hey, do you have any Oldsmobile 455 blocks or whole engines sitting around? Because there's a good chance we might need a second one if we're going to make this jet boat work." I searched on Marketplace and hit up a few local sources to no avail. I couldn't find a good 455 anywhere. That is until, like a reoccurring nightmare, I remembered that the world's ugliest camper was probably still at the scrapyard. Sure enough, $400 later, our previously free ugly camper, or what was left of it, was loaded onto the trailer and headed home. Alrighty, we're back with the 455. It's changed a little.
We're missing a few bits, but I think it'll buff.
Now I won't feel bad in the slightest cutting it up because, well, it's already done. Unfortunately, all that did though was make it really inconvenient for us to load and haul, but still just as inconvenient as if it was a whole camper to move the engine or to pull the engine out. So either way, let's see if this is a good motor because we need it this weekend for where we're headed. It literally says Oldsmobile 20 on it. Give her a little laughing gas. See what happens. We're missing at least 3 plug wires, so even if it doesn't make noise, it's not going to be great. Come on, you're killing me. I need to know you got some good in you. We got some buckets to drink. If you can't get something to go, give it a lot of gas if the firing order's wrong. It'll still make noise. Might be this way, but it'll tell you what's going on. Oh, come on, girl. Come on. Alright, we got a motor that runs. I didn't hear any rod knock or anything crazy, despite having literally no manifolds on it, so it's really hard to hear what was happening. But that seems to me like it's a good 455. Most importantly, check out this cool Iowa license plate I've never seen before. It's a Sasquatch Centennial. Alright, let's pull this sumbitch out of here. Oh, hang on there, little guy. A little more. This has to be the dumbest looking thing we've ever done. That will be much more accessible. Take an engine out of a motorhome using exclusively, and I do mean exclusively, a cutting torch. Radiator hoses, wiring, power steering lines, gas lines, all of it. You just sear through that shit and pull it on out. Free! Finally! Up to Wisconsin. God, that was a pain in the ass. And sourcing them. This, as we showed earlier, is a Torino engine. The Tornados you can buy off would be a lot easier for this camp. How to get to, so I wound up just bending the metal around the starter area out of my way so I could get to those bolts. And then of course the bell housing bolts and these two front ones. Doesn't seem like a lot looking at it right here, but it's all just so jam-packed in there that it's impossible to get to. So with that being said, let's go ahead and wash this thing up and head up to Wisconsin. Side note though, if anyone needs a Tornado transmission and front axles, hit me up, junkyardx1@gmail.com. I have no idea what those are worth. Make me an offer, it's yours. There's pretty much no better way to clean an engine than this right here. This and the old pressure washer. There we go. That's a lot better. You can't even tell that's the same motor. Holy cow, they cleaned up nice. That was only the first pass. That following Thursday, while Mook and I made the 5.5-hour drive to Chautauqua, Angus tore into the old engine to see if there was a chance in hell of saving it.
Update time. So I went ahead, pulled off the driver's side head from the engine, didn't see anything unusual on it. Separated our gasket and everything. Everything appears pretty normal. There's nothing abnormal between each of the water jacket marks and the cylinders, let alone the water jacket marks and any oil return passages. So that checks out. The heads themselves, they don't look too bad, but the intake manifold, I started looking at that a little closer because I was thinking it's kind of interesting how the windage tray is there with no gasket on the bottom side of it. So then I started looking in the oil gallery, and let me spin you around real quick, see if I can show you what I'm seeing. Right here at the front of the block, right up against the china wall, there's oil residue, oil and water mixed residue on the china wall. And I wiped it off of this side, but it was up the front of that. It's the same on the rear china wall. Now this hole right here, this very top one that my finger is over right now, that's our oil return passage, and there's one on each corner of the block. So aside from it being super small, that's about the only way that oil would get back from the heads into the lifter gallery. So I thought that was strange how that water oil mix was making it so far up the china walls, until I started really looking at our windage tray. I see a little bit of dilution in the corners, which means we might have been getting water through our water passages on each corner of the intake. I gotta be honest, I've already got the gaskets to put a new intake on. Got new head gaskets. I'm wondering if it wouldn't be worth just slapping the thing back together, cleaning the oil out real good, and trying this whole thing again. As you can see, I've already started draining the oil out and totally forgot about this oil jug that I put down there, so I gotta swap that out really quick.
Tools are never a bad investment. That is a quote from my dad that I remember from a very young age, and I've heard 100,000 times by now. For 26 years now, I've followed that model, investing into myself in education or into the shop or the little toolbox with tools and equipment. And seeing that I grew up in a pretty poor North Iowa family in the middle of a cornfield, and we now have a shop full of cars that are at least worth $1,000, I'd say things are going pretty well. Now, I've learned a lot along this journey. There's some tools that you should definitely spend money on, and some that you can just get the cheap ones to get by with it. And then there's some that you don't even consider tools that turn out being one of the most useful items you own, which is exactly where the sponsor of today's video comes in with the Raycon Everyday Earbuds. Now, I know some of you may be rolling around in the restless ears. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chautauqua, Wisconsin. The Iowa team has finally met up with the Wisconsin team. We have ourselves a Mook and a 455 Oldsmobile. Thanks, Mook. So, this sumbitch keeps drinking water, huh?
Yep, sure do.
Are you suspicious of anything currently?
Just about most of it. So the block, I'm still not sure if it's cracked or not. It held water over the course of a week. So far I've checked, obviously, the intake gaskets and the head gaskets. Nothing painfully obvious, but I did see signs of leakage through the intake gasket, which is just that turkey pan.
Yeah, I see there's water in the block, so you would think if it's cracked it would flow out. From the sounds of it, this thing is drinking water.
Oh yeah, so the oil is down there.
It hasn't even separated over a week?
Nope.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my RTV.
So somebody obviously also suspected that, and they took the front water cover where the water pump would be off, and RTV the everything out of it actually.
With red RTV, which is
Not
absolutely a problem. That's definitely leaking. That's not what that's for.
where this mounts to behind that timing cover plate. There should be another set of gaskets into the block. It's sheet metal, and this boat has only seen fresh water. If there's a pinhole through one of those gaskets or through the metal, if it's pitted, that's water all day.
Well, let's assess this a little bit, come up with a plan, and dive into it. Right, Mook?
Yeah.
Before we committed to attempting to reseal the motor already in the boat, we needed to figure out what the hell happened to it and when. Angus messaged the guy he bought it from, who was able to track it back 4 owners and figure out who last ran this thing on the water. With a little bit of Googling and some luck, we were able to get a phone number and shoot him a call. Hey Scott, I have a couple questions for you if you got a minute.
Sure.
For better or worse, we own an old jet boat that I think used to be yours. Tracking back to the owners to try to figure out exactly when it initially milkshaked the bottom end with water, and we're wondering if that was when you owned it, or did you buy it that way?
No, so I got it from my grandfather. My grandpa, I think, bought it brand new, and you know what? He was a second owner. I think he bought it in like 1980. So as a California boat, he took it out to Lake Mead all the time. Actually, that milky oil started happening with him in like the 90s with it. And he didn't know if that was like a front plate where the water pump goes.
Yep.
If there's a bad gasket there, he never tore into it. He just kind of rode it or drove it and then changed oil like every 5 times he took it out.
Oh, so it was a minor problem at the time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
As far as I know. Yep.
I think we ran it the other day, and it was like immediately full of water. So people,
no kidding.
People have been through it though, so we didn't know if someone did something wrong or if this goes way back. But it sounds like there's a small problem that the next few owners tried to fix and make it a big problem.
This thing sat in my grandpa's yard for probably 10 to 15 years, but it was all covered. Everything was, drained down. It was winterized properly, but it did sit for probably a decade. I had it for about 4 years, I'd say. I mean, I took it out about 10 times. I had the oil get milky on me, but it wasn't super bad. If it's been passed around 4 times, maybe somebody tore into the wrong thing.
Sounds like if we go through everything, we could probably get it back to the point of just a little milky, which would be okay.
As far as ripping that thing down, I never had it apart really, so I couldn't help you there with that.
Well, you told us what we needed to know, which was how long has it been doing this?
Well, hey, we'll keep in touch then.
All right, thank you much, sir.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too. So, we can at least get it to the point that we can run it a couple times and then have to change the oil. Unless it was a crack that got worse. Let's just go through it and build it with
All new gaskets.
high attention to detail and do it correctly, and then we'll just be like, oh, look, it works. Right. To the garage. Thank you, Scott, for giving us a call on your busy day. It is Grandpa owned it. That's so fucking cool. This just got awesome. Let's go fix a boat and find the people that it goes to. Whee! So I'm going to go on a limb here and say with the obscene amount of red RTV I'm seeing on this, there is no gasket behind this plate, and it's just RTV.
It would not be the first thing on this motor I found with no gasket.
Oh, God.
Wow, that's aggressive.
There's sand,
Yep.
believe it or not. We got a little bucket to throw shit into. You got a bucket?
Oh, God, here we
That's our goal, by the way, is to make it across the lake and get buckets.
Jesus. Throws a bucket.
There's a cantina. They serve buckets.
Yeah, so there was no gasket on that, which is
Definitely not.
not our problem so much, but
It ain't right. After removing our timing cover, we gave everything a quick inspection, and Mook snuck a Hot Ones Pringle between two normal Pringles and gave it to Angus, who does not do well with heat.
Angus.
what? Is it a potato?
Essentially.
These are actually kind of hot.
I don't like it.
Ouch, my face.
I'm sorry, we've been planning this for like weeks.
Give me that brake clean.
After that, we filed all of our mating surfaces flat, RTV'd our gaskets, and sealed up the front of the motor. We've got our water pump plate back on, our timing plate, our harmonic balancer, everything on the front of the engines. Back to where it was this morning, but with all new gaskets and RTV. Long story short, that shouldn't leak anymore. We got our front timing cover and everything on, installed correctly. And it's time to start dropping some heads and stuff on. I did it. So I have noticed a couple things. There's two cleaner cylinders in the back. So I gotta wonder if that had been a blown head gasket and then whoever went through and put head gaskets in fixed that, but caused another issue. That might be what's going on. Basically our answer is still the same. Just redo every gasket on the motor, and if it's still a problem then it's out of our hands. With that being said, I am doing some surface preparation to get any remaining gasket material off these heads. I went down to the local parts store and got ourselves what we call a super scraper, but it's a carbide bit or a carbide piece on the end of a stick, and it's really good for scraping gasket surfaces. So I'll get these cleaned up, get our head gaskets in place, find a torque wrench, and torque them down. Sweet. Make sure you get yourself a nice quality torque wrench for this. Make sure it hasn't been dropped 1,000 times in its life. Make sure you have your torque wrenches recalibrated if they are dropped hard. Yeah, and don't leave it engaged. Make sure you set it to 0 when you store it. We're going to 85 foot-pounds on these head bolts. I'm starting in the middle and then working in a spiral out. So middle, down, over, 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 and then going again in 3 stages. I like to do little half steps, like you start at 30 and just cinch them all down, and then get your click at 30. Move to 50, give them a little bit, let them sit, get your click at 50, halfway there, once again, 85, and then let them all sit for a little while. And about a half hour later, come by and do it again, because they will settle. Ideally, you usually use new head bolts when you do this, because they have a stretch to them. Nothing we do here is ever ideal, especially when I'm wearing my socks exclusively. So, yeah, let's get these bolted down.
What happened? You were wearing pants last time I saw you.
Oh, no, sorry. On my feet exclusively, they're socks. So this is the windage tray that was in the engine, and Angus is suspect of it having been flexed the wrong way because they ship flat when you get them in the container, and I think he's right. That don't look happy. This would have been a huge water leak if it did not seal right. They did have gray RTV though.
Just on one side though.
Oh, never mind. If you guys have a 455 Buick or 455 Oldsmobile, or even the smaller Oldsmobiles or Buicks, they use these tray gaskets. Don't quote me, but I believe you can also, at least what we've done today, has been lucky enough to also be able to get normal gaskets. They're not this tray style. The Buicks are nice because they have a little cutout. You just go click, click, and the tension holds them in place. The Oldsmobiles are not nice. I've just about cut my damn thumb off last time I had to put an intake on an Oldsmobile. So we are not going to be using this today. We're going to be using a set of regular gaskets, which you can get for a lot of these engines. Alright, we've got our intake gaskets covering RTV on both sides and in place. Our China walls have a very healthy half a tube on them. These come with the rubber gaskets. I've yet in my life ever got one to actually work, the rubber or the cork. Luke taught me this early on, and I've tried the OEM gaskets a few times just to see if I could get it to work for once, and it never has. Throw those right in the trash can, cover your China walls and RTV, and then drop your intake on nice and square, settle it down. And I like to do the old come-in seal along this. I really got to come up with a better name for that.
Yeah, you do.
The old smear and seal on the
I'm
crack.
not sure I like that any better.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Not especially, but okay.
Nice and straight.
I can't. I'm giggling.
Stop giggling. Oh, we actually just absolutely nailed that.
Fucking
Like, it is perfect. A few things to know about intakes when it comes to bolting them down.
Do it right.
The ones where they have a nice perpendicular bolt to head surface like this are pretty okay to bolt down. Fords, the bolts sit straight up and down like this, and that causes the intake to walk a lot when it goes down, so you need to go through very slowly and torque it down. And do it like 10 times, or else it'll leak. Alright, intake's on. Take our extra RTV that's squeezed out and smear it in the crack between the block and the intake, and that will definitely seal everything up.
And it'll stop that pesky water leak, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is gonna be the best sealed
Leaky
internally
engine.
leaky engine to ever exist. While that RTV sets a little bit before we put full torque on our intake, let's drop all our push rods in.
Because we handily forgot them.
Yep.
Was all over the intake.
You're right, there was some shit in those.
He seems rather excited about it.
Oh, wrong way.
Oh no.
Now, usually we would run zinc, but two things. We don't know if this oil is just gonna become a milkshake once again anyway, and we're basically dumping in money right now to throw it away. And two, we forgot to buy zinc. If you haven't heard us mention it before, you need zinc in old engines because they have a flat type of camshaft, and those need zinc in the oil, which was removed after the advent of catalytic converters. Sweet, let's prime this sucker. I think we can just put a 1/4-inch drive
Thingy
on the stick and just wah. Don't drop the socket in the motor.
No, dude. Like that?
I saw a bubble. What is that noise?
That's like gear driven.
Is that the pump? Oh god, I've never heard that before. Good luck, everybody. 25 psi, 30 psi.
Just. Well, it's on there. It might leak.
No, Angus, no leaks allowed.
What if we traded bad leak for okay leak?
Oh, exhaust leak.
Yeah. So if we put
Yeah.
more air in the boat,
We'll put more.
we'll put less wet in the boat.
Science.
I'm sure he gets to use a hammer.
I am responsible with the hammer, Angus.
Says who?
Says me.
Who made you the boss?
Who bought the boat?
Who drug it home in a snowstorm like an idiot?
Okay, so we're both equally stupid, is what I'm getting here. How's the exhaust going?
It's on.
Well, you'll love to hear it.
Oh, we will.
All right, that was the last double-sided RTV gasket for this engine. I can clean my hands. Get these valve covers on, drop a carb on, wait for everything to cure. You fire it up for 5 seconds tonight to make sure our timing's right, which it is. Run it in the morning with water.
Because the neighbors would kill us if we ran it right now.
Good luck, everybody.
I'll hold on tight.
Jesus Christ. That was fucking violent.
Mega? Der kommer en besked på din telefon. ...96... 57... 58... Hvad er det passwordet er til Adobe? Jeg har ikke prøvet noget nu. Jeg tror det er FUN. Ja, det er det. Hello? How is my microphone setup and placement? Oh. How is my microphone setup and placement? Cool.
Isn't that fun?
That runs damn good. Well done, sir. We'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 2. Day
This is
two.
our engine swap day.
Day 2 of month 6. We're about to test this bish, see if she's good to go, see if we got it sealed up, or see if we're going to be doing an engine swap today. I've got my timing light out. We'll set our initial timing and stuff while this thing's warming up. Get it all dialed in where we know it's going to run good. Then I think we're going to hook some water up and ruin all that nice new oil in the bottom. Or buckets. After you, sir. Okay. Hey! Lock everything down, hit it with the water, see if it turns into a milkshake. Alright. If it turns into a milkshake. Alright. Alright, let our oil settle to the bottom, check our level and quality. Back in a bit. Moment of truth. Don't feel very truthful. I think we might have done it. That looks just about the same as it did before. Last time it was like completely milkshake, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. If nothing else, it's a lot better than it was 4 days ago. Because I ran it for 5 minutes, and it was milkshake so bad that you couldn't read the letters on the dipstick. It was just pure white.
If nothing else, it's back to how it was in the 90s, where they get 4 or 5 trips on it before they gotta change the oil.
Yep.
Well, we'll let this cool a bit, maybe run it for 10 minutes and test it again. Your hearing loss is not service related.
The silence is deafening.
It is. It's like, turn it back on. It's too loud out here now. We're getting real good at this shit. That is not changed at all. Now we put it on the water, and it actually builds pressure to the seals versus the garden hose probably not being able to enough water to feed it properly. It might be a different story.
But it's doing better than it was last week on the same system, so...
Yes. We can't for sure say it's perfect.
But we know it's at least back to the 90s.
Clean everything up, put the interior back in. Buckets? Buckets.
It's not even noon.
With that, we hooked up our drive shaft, hooked the jet boat to Angus's square body, and hauled it down to the boat ramp for its first inaugural test on the water. What a glorious sight. Almost immediately, we realized we had a leak in the jet pump itself, pulled it back out of the water, and replaced an O-ring on the jet drive. There, looky there, folks. It's the jet. Can we call this the toilet bowl?
Cannot.
Well, that sucks, because I like that name for that.
So this O-ring right here, I replaced it. The old one was cracked in half and just generally terrible.
Once that was done, it was finally time for our maiden voyage. This for like 8-year-olds? Alright. We're not leaking water.
Alright, well let's push it off and change that.
Looking good. Oh my God, it's working. Still no pressure, but we got water coming out. We go check for more leaks. I think we have ourselves a well-sealed boat, sir. Will it go on plane? We're on plane! That's fine. Yeah, How's she running?
Runs really weird when you go full throttle.
Like not happy carb stuff?
Not having car stuff.
Well, we got a Holly that can fix that.
How was it?
It was good. It was mediocre. It runs funny.
Our top end power's not quite there, we don't think, for what we would expect out of a big block. I think some timing adjustments, a little more total timing, and maybe a Holly would make a difference. Let's check our oil.
That's a good idea.
Did we milkshake it? I didn't see any pressure, but one time I saw the needle wiggle the tiniest bit above zero.
That's good.
By
That
which
means-
it might have just been normal vibration at higher RPM than we've done. But
All right, dipstick. Well, I'm not gonna lie.
it's the
It
same.
looks really good.
We did it.
I
It's
think
sealed.
we actually pulled it off.
All we have to do now is make this thing run real good and head across the lake. I think before we do that, it's time for some celebratory buckets in the boat we know makes it.
It's been a long morning.
At this point, we had been working for the entire weekend and wanted to take a break to enjoy some of what Lake Chetek has to offer. We hopped in Angus's much newer, more reliable boat and headed across the lake for generalized shenanigans. I just want to say, this V6 boat is faster than the jet boat. A lot faster. That's a problem. We should fix that. Oh no! Quick, get the bridge, get the bridge, get the bridge! Get it, catch it! And it's gone. Goodbye! We'll get it the other way.
Good job, Kevy.
I tried. Well, if you guys ever made it here, you can see one of these, maybe. Yes! Where is it? Vegas, White Circle 3000. Activate go.
10 o'clock.
Am going.
Port side. Give her the shit. Woo! Yeah, baby! Woo! Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is now day 3 of our boat revival. We didn't get to this last night, but we did get to the bar. Either way, we are all feeling good today because today is jet boat day. We're gonna pop this guy off, put our 600 CFM brawler that Holly has supplied us with. Slap that sucker on. This is a good budget carb. After that, we'll throw a little more initial timing at it and head out to the lake and see if we can get this thing to come up on plane, play with our trim a little more, and get some more speed out of it. Because yesterday we did like, I don't know, what did you say, 30?
If that.
Probably like 25 mile an hour. Disregard the war happening in the background.
We are under active assault.
Ruthless roofers. Ah, that looks better. Looks like we're gonna get somewhere today. We got ourselves a runner. She's dialed in.
There we have it. Straight.
All right. To the water
To the wet.
and
To
then
water.
to buckets.
Buckets. Oh, by the way, Ethan showed up. What's up?
Doing great. This one like wasted.
Is that your left or my left?
Are we gonna die?
Now this boat ramp was a lot less busy and closer to the cabin, but unfortunately it was way more shallow and sandy and we didn't want to risk pulling any of that up into the jet boat. So we had to find an alternative way to get ourselves out to open water.
We're professionals in our craft. Angus, this is a big canoe. Thanks. Bald eagle flies over. America, America, America.
definitely brought the jet out of the water. Let's see if we get the secondaries open. They did it! Well, she's a runner. The secondaries came open, seems to run pretty good, didn't stutter at all, so I think it's dialed. It doesn't look to be filling up with water, so I think it's sealed. It's time to go get ourselves some buckets.
Buckets.
Let's go boating for buckets.
Buckets.
You have anything to add?
I would just like to say thank you and buckets.
Bucket time. Alright folks, we've been through some hell in the last couple days to get her done, but we've made it. Buckets. To a weekend of successful jet boat stuff.
Oh man, here. So I'm just gonna work this bedrock and see if we can find more. I actually didn't know I was mining today, so I didn't bring any scooper or spoon. I did bring my wetsuit today in case I changed my mind and want to go sniping. And number 2. Okay. Oh, hey, one second. Let me try that again. It's hard to do this with one hand, but we have 4 little pieces of fly poop. So there's gold here. Let's continue. So, blah, 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 crevices. So our very next pan is looking way better. So that's good. Now I just finished cleaning that spot, so I'm gonna have to find a new spot now. So I noticed over 70% of you aren't subscribed to Pioneer Poly. If you want to see more of these videos, please hit subscribe and that bell notification so you don't miss a future upload. So I'm just walking around with the smell detector here, and I came across a signal in this little crack. It's kind of faint, but we're gonna dig it out. This is actually hard to do when you have such little water flow. If there's a lot of water flow, I could snipe it. If there's none, I could dig it. But this just seems a bit hard. Now if it's gold, it's gonna be like showing right there, but I don't see anything yet. If I clear some more of this out of the way, we'll create a little bit more flow to help me combat any dirt and debris that gets in our way. So something's obviously still there. Alright, let's keep trying. It's so hard to see. I just moved some bedrock. I'm trying to fan with my hands. Oh, oh there it is. Oh man, yeah. It's a piece of gold, but I just put more gravel on it. I don't know if you guys can see that right in the water. Right there. There she, oh, it's like a, looks like a B-2 bomber. It's like a triangle piece. Yeah, this is why you need tweezers. Can't get it, mommy. Oh, there we go. Look at that little guy.
God, that's a big bait.
It has some thickness to it too, wow. Nice. Now hopefully there's more. Oh boy. Oh! Oh, there's two. There's two, baby! So, our target is somewhere up here. I think this is kind of where we started. So since my hands are cold right now, I'm going to save this spot for a little bit, and I'm going to use up our battery kind of looking around for other spots. Rest assured, whatever is in this crack, it's not going anywhere. So our detector just died, so I'm going to do some panning around this area, maybe some crevicing, and then if I get bored, I'll put on the wetsuit and see where I can snipe. So, just as I thought, the moment I grabbed my pan, I threw it back down and put on my wetsuit. Sorry. Oh, there you go. Can I film that?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Really nice.
So my mining partner ended up finding this little guy. Boy, howdy. Okay, let's see what there is. So the first thing I noticed outside of water was this metal bar. I'll grab it later. I dug out maybe 5 good looking spots, but came out with nothing until I finally found something. After looking all over the place, I found our first piece of underwater gold. This little piece was really wedged in there. It took a few attempts before I finally got it loose. But I couldn't even suck it up with the snuffer, so I threw the camera down and just picked it up with my fingers. After having my 2-second break, I found this little area that was loaded in fine gold. Some of the pieces you can't see in here, so I'm just sort of pointing the camera in its direction. So I'm not really finding much while under the water. I kind of wish I stuck to gold panning for the day. Once I finish my lunch, I'm gonna go back in the water for a little bit, see if I can't find a new spot. And if I have time, I'll go back to the gold pan and see if we can do that for the rest of the day. Okay, so now I am back in my regular dry clothes. I did find gold while sniping, so that is a bonus. But also, I didn't expect to make a video today. I only came here to build a trail down to the river, so another bonus. It is starting to get a little dark now, so I don't know how much time we have with our gold pan, but let's see if we can find at least a couple flakes before we go. Yeah! Some of you may be wondering why I didn't go back to the other spot where we had our second signal with the detector. The person I'm with went back over there to see what he could find. Couldn't find anything. I tried again. I don't know what it was. So I'm back at our original spot, but this time I'm gonna try, I don't know actually, right here. Nah. Everything's super soft, so that's not really a good sign. You will find gold in here, but you want to find those areas where the rocks are packed in there. I mean, this stuff right here is all right. It's kind of like packed clay and a little bit of dead roots. These pants are awesome. The built-in knee pads. Thank you, Jake. One piece. All right, it's starting to get dark, so I had to turn on my light. So, this is what we are looking at. Not too bad. We got a bunch of micros and a few nice chunky pieces. I'm curious to know what that triangle piece weighs, as it's probably the biggest piece I've found over here in a long time. Well, I've only been here twice. Okay, let's go back home and weigh it. So here is the gold we found. It's not bad considering I was only there to make a trail. So let's weigh our hugest nugget of the day. 0.55 grams. Thought it was gonna be an ounce. Now the little stuff. For sure 5 ounces. 0.71 grams. Now I'm not gonna take this out till next year. I'm gonna try to add to this before the month is over. Alright, so not a bad day considering I only went there to make a trail. And yes, I'm wearing a different hat because for one, I love this guy's business, and two, my toque is in the wash. Right now, while you're watching this video, I'm currently in New Zealand looking for gold with Abyss dredging. I've always wanted to dredge and now I'm finally doing it. So please stay tuned by watching this channel or following me on my Facebook or Instagram pages to keep updated. My goal is to beat 2 ounces of gold by the end of the year, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna do. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, chances are you're going to enjoy what I've previously posted and what's coming in the future. If you want to see some exclusive stuff, I also have a Patreon account open for your pleasure. But that is it for me, so thank you for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Until the next one, more videos for you to enjoy.
Well, hello everyone, Danner Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. Today, we are...
No.
Which one you want to watch? You pick.
Yeah! Pick it, boy! All right!
I got it. Don't you worry. We're going to go with...
Thanks for the prime.
Name a number between 1 and 3.
7.
9.
Was it an emotional roller coaster?
Do you ever just shit on your dog as he's walking by?
Sometimes I've shit in the proximity of my dog, and he'll roll in it, and I'm not upset. I don't clean it.
No, you gotta shit on top of your dog.
Really?
Run around with
That's
it
what they
on
say?
his back.
Okay.
Shit on the dog.
Look at this graph!
So basically, what I was thinking of was, oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this.
I play in a band. That's fun.
I was in a band.
Stop! I could have dropped my croissant!
Unreal.
Hi, I'm Renata Bliss, and I'm your freestyle dance teacher.
Mother trucker, dude! That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
Watch your profanity.
Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does.
People say I can't do what I love without college.
I don't need a degree to be a clothing hanger.
Simpler times.
Nice, Ron. I sneezed. Oh, I'm not allowed to sneeze.
Nice, Ron.
Adam. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Target.
Yes.
Target.
Well, life gives you lemons.
I bet you all Evan Green's gonna be in this.
I get no sleep because of you.
Oh, I ain't gonna get no sleep because of me.
A few minutes later, the bear was spotted behind this home in Moreland Hills. This recreation identifies how witnesses say the bear escaped into the woods.
I want to be a cowboy, baby. I want to be a cowboy, baby.
I want to be a yo-yo man, he cried. Make me a yo-yo man. But the yo-yo master did not answer. He just kept on yoing.
Later, Mom. What's up?
There
Me and
he
my boys
is.
going to see Uncle Cracker.
Give him that back, Jordan. Do you want to go see Uncle Cracker now?
A legend.
Jordan, do you want to go see Uncle Cracker now?
A legend. That is a legend.
I did helium balloons. I told you the car's not here for helium balloons. It's too late. I was flying away.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Two bros chilling in the hot tub, 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Oh.
Hi.
Okay.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Hi, and this is my impression of when Shakira goes to wash her hands, but the water's too hot. Thank you.
This for the Shawty, I don't.
I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Anything for you, Beyonce?
I sneezed on the beat and the beat got sicko.
The Bible study. We're all children of Jesus. Kumbaya,
Oh. We gonna edit that out.
I'm watching me.
One time I was furniture shopping and that song came on in the furniture store. I started humping the love seat.
As any man would.
I started doing lines for Jesus. Thank you.
Me and my clothes for bitch. I'm washing me and my clothes.
Johnny has 19 bottles of dish soap, and he gives Gina. Wait, why does Johnny have so many soaps? Mind your business, David.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Hi, my name is Chelsea. What's your favorite dinner food?
Got diagnosed with cool guy syndrome yesterday. So now I take Adderall.
Stop saying I look like Chicken Little. He's dumb and he's a coward, and I'm not a coward.
Who lives in a pineapple under the 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 pineapple?
Oh my god, I think I found my berries. Not my berries. Oh my god, guys, found my berries. I'm just kidding. I don't know where they are. Oh my god, I still haven't found my berries. But I found these.
Let's face it, we're stranded.
Look, blueberries.
Oh my god.
Saw you hanging out with Caitlin yesterday.
Rebecca, it's not what you think.
I won't hesitate, bitch.
You are my dad. You're my dad. Woogie, woogie, woogie.
Dear Diary, today I couldn't find my diary, so I'm writing this on both of my Kung Fu Panda 2D.
And they were roommates.
Oh, dude, roommates.
Man, get a drink and drink.
That's what good. Thank you for the $10.
I got my red dress on tonight. Dancing in the dark in the
John
I got my red dress on tonight. Dancing in the dark in the
John Cena!
I wish I could do that. That is a man of many times. I wish I was half that man.
The dollar store, how good can it be?
My name is Troy. I have a basketball
Black
game.
Label Society got announced for Blue Ridge Rock Fest today. Your honky ass band better be the next announcement. Fuck you, Ethan, you barbecued foreskin liquor.
How dare you! Thank you for the $10.
Hey Mikkel! Christian skriver 5 minutter. Kom ind på des. Kom ind på des. Kom ind på des. Kom ind på
Why?
des.
My only question is why? Would you really treat a man like that in person? Would you say that to a man to his face? Would you shit on your dog?
I want to play Blue Ridge Rock Fest one day, Bubba.
Tomorrow, well, I'm a point guard. I got shoe game. And
Hey, I'm lesbian.
I thought you were American.
I'm Jared. Could you read number 23?
She's a soprano.
No, I cannot.
What up? I'm Jared. I'm 19, and I never fucking learned how to read.
What the fuck, Richard?
You either buckle down and do your work or you'll end up at McDonald's.
We going to McDonald's if I don't do my work?
No.
Hello. 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 Hello.
What you say?
That's hilarious.
I said, whoever threw that paper, your mom's a hoe.
Got him.
So no head.
Hey everybody, today my brother pushed me, so I'm starting a Kickstarter to put him down. The benefits of killing him would be I would get pushed way less.
Whoa!
Thanks for crying.
Hurricane Katrina! More like Hurricane Tortilla.
Happy Christmas. It's Christmas. Merry Crisis. Merry Chrysler.
Can I be
spelled
honest,
lipstick in your
Ethan?
Valentino
How
bag.
much to pack a dip?
Thanks for the $10. Excuse yourself. Maybe one day. Maybe one day, buddy.
You spill lipstick in my Valentino white bag. Let me see what you have. No!
Who's the hottest Uber driver you've ever had?
I never went to Uber driver.
Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Wait,
Have anybody ever tell you you look like Beyonce?
Nah, they usually tell me I look like Shalissa.
Who the fuck is that?
Me, Nick.
Cinderella, why do you want to go to the ball? Cause stepmother, ball is life.
Is that a weed?
No, this is a crayon.
Loving all the content recently, Soup. Especially Slackjaw, it's great to listen to at work. Fuck you, Ethan, you look like an inbred toad.
That's so sweet of you. I don't want you to die in a hole.
Thank you for the $10.
I don't want anything bad to happen to you. Do you?
I mean, 4 female Ghostbusters? The feminists are taking over. I'm an adult virgin.
Yo! What the?
You want penis enlargement pills?
Wow.
Cabbage, cabbage, cabbage. Lettuce, lettuce, lettuce!
What?
Is it real?
The fuck? The fuck? The fuck is in the air. The fuck? There's white shit everywhere.
Cam and Colin, run in here and come get y'all juice. Shit.
So I'm sitting there, barbecue sauce on my titties.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Michael with a B, and I've been afraid of insects my entire life.
Stop. Where? Where's the bee?
There's a bee?
Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
Hey, it's your boy, Skinny Penis.
You ready to fucking die? No, yeah, I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
Nate, how those chicken strips?
Fuck your chicken strips. Fuck your chicken strip.
Yo, man, you wanna see a picture of my cock?
Hell no.
Picture of my cock.
That's a chicken, motherfucker.
What are those?
They are my Crocs.
Hey, Terry, you want some?
Yeah.
Squidward on a chair.
I love you, bitch. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
Bitch.
I have to restart my potatoes. Oh.
Hello?
Brandon, ask me what kind of trick.
Hello?
Brandon, ask me what kind of tree I have.
No.
Brandon, ask me what kind of tree I have.
No.
Just, Brandon, ask me what kind of tree. It's a Chris Pine.
Can I get a waffle? Can I please get a waffle?
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
Oh my god.
Twist it. Pull it.
Is there anything better than pussy? Yes, a really good book.
Run.
So I am Confucian. Why is this one Kansas, but this one is not Arkansas? America, explain! Explain! What do you mean in Arkansas?
From the Manatee County Fair, Linda Carson, ABC7. Would you not eat my pants?
Ah!
Would you not eat my pants?
Hit him.
So you just gonna bring me a birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift?
Happy birthday.
A potato flew around my room before you came.
January, February, March, April, May, June. Jason Derulo.
Get to Del Taco. They got a new thing called free shavacadoo. Free shavacadoo. Kylie Jenner to the foyer. I have a little surprise for you. Is that a chicken?
I want a church girl that go to church and read your Bible.
Hey, mailman, what do you got?
Just this letter.
Jonathan, I don't love you anymore.
Don't tell your mother. Kiss one another. Die for each other.
Go suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick.
Suck a dick, sucker, here's your small dick.
Prop the last dono I can do for the night. I was trying to be #1 and didn't make that happen. No cap on my rap. All jokes aside, I love your content. You're killing it music wise and just content wise. Thanks, you deserve everything.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
man.
he does.
He's a nice fella. Sometimes. Bikini try-on coming soon. He's a nice guy until he makes you drink Carolina Reaper hot sauce. We ain't gonna talk about that, boy. Not even for a video, just for fun.
Thank you for the $10.
Do I look like... Bitch, you gonna step on my fucking toe, bitch, with them fucking cowgirl fucking boots, bitch.
Hello. You were thinking of Suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick, suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick. Suck up, suck up, suck up, suck up, suck up, suck up,
Bitch disgusting.
You can't sit with us. Actually, Megan, I can't sit anywhere. I have hemorrhoids.
Zach, stop. Zach, stop. You're gonna get in trouble.
Zach.
I don't think you're disrespecting. You're disrespecting a future U.S. Army soldier.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Girl, come see this. They got a ramen noodle exhibit. You know that's your favorite. Be careful, children. That's a lot of sodium.
A lot of sodium.
Va?
Nej, jag bara...
Stupid ass.
Sister, that is
Yo, Kevin, what you like, dude?
That's a motherfucking lot of sodium.
I thought you were bae. Turns out you're just fam. Bruh.
I had a grot Tim when
You
I
come
was
back
chicken
and do
crib.
that
I
DM
had
the same sauce.
I like sauce sometimes. Thank you for the $10.
lost Ave mock-up on my sauce.
I'm ducking and everything. God, in the house.
Damn, that video is that old?
I dropped my hot pocket.
Hey, how much money do you have?
That's crazy.
Like 69 cents. You know what that means? I don't have enough money for chicken nugget.
I do that.
From the Manatee County Fair, Linda Carson, ABC7. Would you not eat my pants? Ah!
See ya. Nostalgia. What do I reply to YouTube saying soup tube? Very nice. Susan, I don't know what you're doing, but I like it. Susan, I'm gonna play you a song, Susan.
Oops. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Oh, I forgot to get beer.
I've been drinking off Creek all day, and now I'm shit-faced. I've been drinking off Creek all.
I've been drinking beer all day, and now I'm freaking my mind. I've been getting bricks all day, and now I'm sharing bricks. Now I'm break fast. I've been up, Jeg har faktisk jeg har fået en ny ting ind på på YouTube med shorts, så man kan se hvor mange visningstimer og visninger man skal have.
Nice.
Man skal have 10 millioner på 3 måneder visninger for shorts, og man skal have 4.000 offentlige visningstimer. Så det er også normalt 4.000 offentlige visningstimer, men det er i forhold til det er det er langt fordi det er nemmere for visninger.
Absolutely pranked.
Fellas, there's 14 clients. I want to point that out.
14 in
That's
this
so many.
house. I'm on fire. What we got in here? Oh, this dumbass is playing Among Us in a fire. Come with me.
Yeah, so throw him off the balcony down here.
What he deserves.
In the...
Why are you lagging?
Oh god, it's stanky fart out here. Stanky fart.
Mig nu.
Ja.
Cool.
Right in here.
I'll get it.
Take care of that.
This guy's shitting. He's pooping.
Der er ikke så mange der.
Pooping. Who's pooping? With his underwear on, like a Sigma.
I didn't let him flush.
Good.
Or wipe.
Good.
That is Sigma activity.
The house is burning.
Oh yeah, the house is going down. Okay, steal as much shit as you can and get to the truck.
Okay.
No.
Can I take fault?
Maybe-
Ooh, oh, I am so
Okay.
sorry, boss.
All right,
Sorry
all right,
about
I
that.
All right, I got a lawn chair, fellas. I'm out of here.
I like these texts we're getting from our boss. Uh-oh, a client didn't make it. Better luck next time.
Yeah, so this isn't gonna work. So we have to actually do our objective. Yeah. So what's gonna happen is that.
Damn.
Let the sped class
They
put out a
still
5.
gave us 2 stars
They gave us a 2 out of 5. Not bad. We got
$200
$200.
for letting 7 people die. They paid us.
No, look at what this looks like.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. That's
nothing
fine. I'll be
happens.
in here.
Dude, we're throwing
You're good.
trash up to God.
This is what NASA does. Whoa, that came back down?
NASA?
No, not Massa.
The African Space Program?
Massa. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Hell nah, bro. Hell.
Ain't no way. Hey.
We only have 11 this time, so make sure you steal their shit.
Can I take this? Ooh, I have a. Ow!
Dude is stealing a cat. He is giving him allergies.
I have a dog bowl. It's $7. You guys like it?
Yeah,
Huge steal, bro. Devious lick of the century. Oh, there's a fart?
oh no, there's.
How much can we walk through it? Quit moaning.
The
I'm
fart
dead.
died me!
Yeah, we both dead.
Quit moaning, says the guy who also wandered into the fart.
Me and you are dead in the fart gas. Looking
Oh
at
my
each
god!
other.
I found $100. I'm ready to leave.
Just leave us. Don't worry about us.
Yeah, me and other granny are not doing good right now.
I'm just an other granny to you.
Where are you guys? What floor are you on?
Downstairs
Don't
in the
come.
fart dimension.
Oh, I see.
How'd you get rid of it?
What do you mean you killed a person?
I found $100 just laying in the laundry room floor.
Well, throw it on the this person's shitting. Come on, ma'am. It's not poopy time.
Do I just put it on the mattress?
Yeah. No. Don't give it to them.
Oh,
Do not give it to them.
I
goes
gave
on
it to them!
Dude, it got it. Oh, okay. Yummy. Not a good throw.
Who's this guy?
I fell. Dude, I fell over.
Is this you? Oh.
No. Not the pile of bones.
Bro, I'm dead. Ooh, I'm stealing the pizza. 42 cents, baby.
So are we robbing them or are we saving them?
Both. Our client's in danger, though, so we need to go get them.
Ralph, what are you doing in the closet? I found a gay person. Come with me.
Are you asking Ralph what he was doing in the closet? We only need to rescue one more and we actually pass.
He's in my arms.
Please. Okay, throw him in.
I'm gonna suicide throw him in.
Let's go! Wait, no, you didn't do it.
He's dead.
Yummy. That was it. We're out of clients.
Drink this, you'll be safe.
Oh wait, no, there's one more. We have one more chance.
Did I kill him? I killed one of the people he saved with bleach.
Oh my god.
What happened? What the
I
hell?
watched you
What do you
feed
mean
an
what
innocent
happened?
person bleach and kill him.
Bleach and he died.
I wonder why.
We lost 50% of our money for killing people.
How did we get less money this time? We did a way worse job the other time.
I know, we actually almost did this.
This is an underpaid profession.
That's what I'm saying.
Is this really what firefighters be doing all the time when you're not looking? Like you think you're being saved, but they're really just robbing your ass? Oh, I was lost in the fire, ma'am. Sorry. Your
Walking
newborn
out with,
baby's
like,
shoes? Yeah, lost in the
9
fire.
TVs.
Sorry, ma'am. All of your feed pics burned. That was the only thing that was lost in the fire were your feed pics.
Literally robbed me of my ability to save. Get out of the way.
Mine? Mine?
I want it.
Mine? My suspicious CSGO case? My
Dude, it
CSGO
was
case?
literally out the window and you brought it back in the house.
Yeah, they're gonna pay us double. Oh god.
Dude!
Oh hell, I'm dead.
You almost
I'm dead.
fucking
Somebody's
killed
Fortnite
me.
cock blocking me. Somebody's Fortnite cock blocking me.
Check this out.
I'm dead.
I mean, you're
Nice,
dead.
nice racks, dude. You're Mr. Beast flexing on like a homeless person right now. Just checking my rags.
Sex.
What?
I don't know.
There's the sex.
Dude, the house is burning down. We're dead.
All right, we need to get the hell out.
I am fine. I can't get out.
Blarg.
I can't get out because of trampoline. Guys, wait. This is worth $0. And I died.
What a sad existence. We got no money for that
Are
at
you
all?
kidding me?
We didn't even get them $700 out of their entire home. We're at the homeless shelter again. Let's do clients first, and then we'll steal as much as possible.
Aww.
These people are dumb. They don't deserve to be saved.
They're hoarders, bro. Got a bunch of trash on the floor.
Okay, we're actually doing okay, but we probably need to, like, put out the fire a little bit.
No. Sit here, fella. You're going out the window. Do you consent? Do you consent?
Too
late.
Kill him. Do not kill him. Well, not
Who's
look
doing that?
This is what I hear when I'm being told by the voices to kill people.
You should listen to them because they're
Look
annoying.
over here.
Yummy, can you come pick me up? I'm watching you harass people that have nothing.
Where are
Yummy,
you?
back where you got the propane.
Oh.
Oh, dude, come on.
Hey, Blarg. Hey, Blarg. Hey, Blarg.
Who's this guy? Why is he floating up there?
Oh, that's
Who
Jesus.
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 3 stars.
Oh, we got $700. Let's go.
We're made for this shit. They're already jumping out the top window.
Stop trying to kill yourself.
Are we rescuing people? Is that what we're doing here?
Yep, rescue everything.
How's there no one taking a shit?
Press 3 and your little iPad comes out. You can see like where people are.
Yeah, I like to sniff them out.
I'm gonna alley-oop this guy off my trampoline into
To me?
the thing.
Okay.
Watch this.
He's having fun. He's
I got
having
you.
fun. He's having fun.
He made the table bounce. Oh, where'd he go?
Oh, hey, that guy is dead as hell. This job is so rewarding. It's just fulfilling, man.
He is no longer having fun.
Yeah, he's dead.
We should probably redo that one.
Why? That was flawless.
He's having fun.
Do not steal anything. We're gonna 5-star
Fine.
this.
Okay.
Also, don't break any windows we don't need to break. It makes the fire worse. Come in and out through doors if you can. It has been 2 minutes.
There was a bomb on the.
What the hell is that?
Do is dead.
They set a claymore down on
They
the other
booby
side.
trapped this house. I think they would have killed firemen. I don't think this house was like a natural fire.
What the hell is that?
Okay, at this point, we just pad their wallets. We save everything. They're going to be very happy with it.
Maybe if we get enough money, it'll replace the loss of their relative.
Can, 15 cents. This box, $3.
Pizza, 88 cents.
Pizza.
Oh, Chinese
Box.
food, $2.26.
It's all trash. You're giving them trash. They've already eaten it.
Well, they still have a sentimental attachment to it. It's $2. Okay, I found this on the roof.
There's somebody on the roof still?
Yeah, I couldn't. Oh, hell. Oh, boy.
He's all right.
He's concussed. Give me the man. Give me the human. Drop the human. Drop the human. He's having fun.
Immediately.
No. Give me this fucking
An unconscious man on a trampoline. He's having fun.
I want to try something. Hold on.
Me shoving my head in my dad's asshole.
Okay.
Come here, Grandpa. Why did you put a couch to block your own exit from your own burning house, you retard? What is
It's the
wrong
worst
with
fire
you?
hazard I've ever seen in my life.
This building
I hit
not
Lady
up
in
to
the head with
code.
They love sitting on the stairs so much to watch the side of the TV.
We have a lot of time. We should just steal while we're here.
Is that gonna like ruin our stars? Like unless
No.
they start noticing?
They will just say, stop doing that, and I will say no.
Is that easy?
If they thread me, I'll throw their grandpa back into the flames.
Yeah!
5 stars, let's go!
I got $730 too.
I got 744.
I got 737. Customer comments, we all lived, I guess. Ungrateful assholes.
Throw them outside and screw them. Let them run around and go crazy.
Oh, what the hell?
gonna say
Are you
We
dead?
have like an assembly line.
Wait, did you just stepped on my guy's head, man? Relax.
Why
They were
are
like
we
that
old
before.
women? I don't even know.
I can't pick this woman up. This one's broken.
Women should not be firefighters.
They call them
Alright.
firemen for a reason.
That's right. They're weak.
Dude, you're alright, man.
Let me know if you want more based takes. I have them.
Do watch
Thank you,
one
Andrew.
Andrew Tate podcast.
Yeah.
Dude, kill
by
this
that, I
bitch.
mean-
Wait, no, we can drag her with the toaster.
That seems humane. Let's do it.
Oh!
Okay, die!
Take advantages.
Oh,
She's in the ground.
Satan's trying to take her.
Her hair is gray now. What happened? She aged 14 years underground.
POV cannibalism.
Hey, open this.
Why are you trying to cook yourself, Blarg? Oh,
Dude, they
hell!
got heaven in the bathroom.
Oh.
Heaven is on the wall.
Well,
Me and Dew are becoming part of the food.
there's roast Blarg and do if you want some.
In the kitchen?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna rub my
Right,
ass
right.
on the floor for fun.
Mark is getting
I
fucking
immediately
roasted.
died. I am in hell.
I just.
I'm
What is
just-
happening?
I'm getting spawn camped by the stove. I don't think Blarg's gonna be saved. 3 stars.
Bullshit.
I love that we got 3 stars as something exploded.
3 flames because you left my uncle. There's literally nothing else on fire. What is wrong?
Yes, there is. You're not looking hard enough, soldier. Check your pants.
Check that new Yummy album.
Thanks for the plug. Hallelujah, dude.
That's me. Hallelujah,
Hallelujah,
dude.
dude. No other attributes. No other things of interest.
Covered one song.
Alright, well that was all the maps that we have.
That's a GG from me.
All right, yeah, we're shit. It's okay.
Like the video.
Ah. Har du hört det? at Justin Roiland er blevet fyret.
Hvad?
Justin Roiland er blevet fyret, og de er ved at kaste en ny Rick and Morty.
Nice. Det kan være ham, der er den ene.
Ja, det kan være. Det kan også godt være, at de vælger at lave andre stemmer bare, fordi så bliver det ikke, hvad hedder det...
Ej, det bliver mærkeligt.
Ja, det tror jeg også var mærkeligt, men så bliver det ikke associeret med, you know.
Hvad?
Så bliver det ikke associeret med Justin Roiland, I guess.
Ja.
Ham der Christian, han er rigtig hurtigt, var. 5 minutter går hurtigt. Who the fuck is this shit, bro?
Burger King released 3 video games in 2006, and I need to play them. They sold the games for $3.99 each with a meal, and now I'd much rather have a whole video game than a Happy Meal toy from McDonald's. Recently, Burger King had a playable character in Warzone, and it made me remember these games, so here we are. Sneak King. I like how the sound effect comes a whole second late. We're gonna play the game. Each time you deliver food, your chain count goes up. This multiplies any score you earn. If anyone spots you, you lose it all. So be extra sneaky when your chain count gets high. So I need to get a streak of people not noticing me. Okay, we're in a middle of a rainforest. I will be playing as none other than Your Majesty, King Burger. Okay, so I can look around. Oh my god, this is amazing. I am the king. Oh wait, what's that? A frying pan? A 2D frying pan. Oh, it's a mirror. It's a mirror. I look good. So do I just go around giving people burgers or what? Oh, Sawmill Challenge. It's morning and you've got an enormous omelet. Okay, so it's breakfast apparently, and they want me to give away 3 breakfast omelets, sandwiches, whatever that is. I accept the challenge. I can't let anybody see me. Oh my god. How does she not see me? I'm right next to her. Okay, well, I'm gonna be prancing around like this, it seems. Very sneaky-like. I can hear the Twinkle Toes sound effects right now. Who's our first victim? I don't know what am I supposed to do? Give her the sandwich? Surprise, ma'am. Ma'am! Huh? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What was I thinking? I'm so sorry. Can I give the food to this hard worker right here? Hopefully he doesn't see me. Sir. He does not want a burger. Okay, this person wants a burger. Let me get it to you. Yes. There you go. A surprise burger. Regular surprise. There it is. I love surprise burger. They get mad at me when they see me. I guess they only like surprise burgers. I mean, I've never had a surprise burger. Maybe they're better. As soon as they get hungry, I'm there. So I can't give it to her right now. I have to wait until she's hungry. If I wait right here, then I'll be ready. And they have some crazy tunnel vision. Oh no! I didn't think she would turn around. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for thinking that you might be hungry. And you might want a delicious burger. Oh, what's this? I would love nothing more than to jump into this box. I'm glad this is part of the game. Okay, while we're here in this box, comment your favorite burger. Whether it's, McDonald's, Wendy's. If you see your favorite already commented, just thumbs up the comment. I want to see which is your favorite and which is the most popular. I'm getting out of my box. Nobody's coming. Why do I look like an actual predator? And why am I walking like this? He's so mysterious. Oh, this person's hungry. Can I run? I can. Whoa, I'm sorry. Oh my god, everyone's seeing me. Everybody sees me. I'm so sorry. Stop looking at me. Stop! It's embarrassing, I know. What happened to this person? They're sleeping on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here before I get in more trouble. I need to find people who actually want the burgers. Oh, like her. Oh no! What? They passed out because they couldn't get a burger in time. I'm so sorry. I was so close too. I just want to know why I'm so hated right now. I feel so much shame when they see me. They point at me and laugh. Why? Why am I not welcome here? Why do I have to hide in a barrel until they're hungry? This person's on the ground too. Where did they come from? People dying of hunger. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? I just knocked the tree down. Am I helping them? I'm not sure what I just did. I just punched the tree down and then frolicked away. I wish this camera angle wasn't the worst thing of all time. Oh my god, please don't see me. Please don't see me. This guy did not see me. How did he not see me? It's like their vision is literally like 1/5 of the screen. They're playing on standard definition. They can only see straight in front of them. I feel like my job is to knock down these trees. Like, sure, I'll just get this out of the way for you, buddy. There you go. Is anybody here hungry? Oh no. Don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, no. Oh, he saw me. He saw me. This is embarrassing. I'm an embarrassment, I know. Look at this. How many hits does it take her to cut down the tree? All it takes is one swift punch from the king. Just let me take care of this for you, ma'am. Let me take care of this tree. Let me give you a burger, relieve you of your duties, and take the tree out for you. Because you're not getting very far. What is my job if nobody's hungry? I'm useless. I remember as a kid, I used to actually get video games in cereal boxes. I got like a curling game. Actually, you guys know what that is. I forgot. I'm Canadian. It's been 14 minutes and I've delivered 1 burger. This is ridiculous. Oh, someone's hungry over here. I'm on the way. I know you love surprise burgers. Wait, they can't see me though. Let me hide. Here's your burger, ma'am. Yes, a regular surprise. I forgot there's a power bar that I have to... Okay, you're welcome. I wish somebody would surprise me with a burger. Oh, that person's hungry too. I see you and you will be fed. Oh no, she might pass out. Oh no. Oh, she saw me. She lost her appetite. She saw me. Not the king. Oh, hungry person. Oh, how do I get over there? I gotta weave. Oh no. They saw me. It's all over. What was I thinking? Oh, that person. They passed out waiting. Did they not pack a lunch or something? Like, were they counting on me to show up? I'm like the tooth fairy for burgers. I'm an urban legend. Like, if I saw Bigfoot, I'd be pissed too. I won't lie. Like, you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be in the distance somewhere, frolicking around. Whoa, they're hungry. They're hungry. Let me get behind them. Surprise attack! Oh, I'm so sorry. I am embarrassed. I am so embarrassed. Let me go back to where I came from. Ignore this. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. You know what? I'm coming out regardless. Whether you're hungry or not, I'm here. Everybody eats. Oh, they're hungry. They're hungry. Yes! What is this power bar for? New missions have been unlocked. Let's go, baby! Yeah! That's something to be excited about. That was big. We're on to the next challenge. Mission 1 out of 20. I have a lot of work to do. Jesus Christ. Wait, can I walk around freely right now? Hey, guys. Good work, guys. Maybe at some point you'll get through that log. You think at some point they might get through that log? A lot of wood chips, but no wood being cut. Anywho, let me knock over some trees, huh? Hiya! Nice. I want to speak with the voice actor. Who did that? Who did that noise? Can I just knock this tree down on whoever? What if I just wait until somebody walks over there? Come on, somebody walk over there. Woman, take a left. Please. Oh, she's going to the washroom? Oh. She just opened the door and walked away. Can I go in here? Hopefully she doesn't bust me now. That would be bad. Not little old me in the porta potty. What a ha. Ha 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 ha. What a ha ha ha. Ha. What a ha da. What a ha. Easy. I could have done this. Oh no, who's this? She's coming back. Oh, she decided not to come in this time. Maybe because she knows I'm here. Oh, sorry. New job. Deliver double the jolts by not only surprising some lucky sawmill workers with some BK Joe. Alright, so we're delivering some Joe, it seems. Not even burgers. Oh, this person's hungry. Ma'am, I'm here for you. No! 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 Okay, she forgot about me. There you go, bitch. Florist 3. She's so happy to see me. Why am I dancing? I get a perfect score. A coffee! There you go, ma'am. This ain't Starbucks, though. This is BK Joe. Why am I still fucking standing here? Challenge failed! What did I do? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I can't let anybody see my ass. This person's hungry, watch this. Right? Turn around, woman. Yes! Bingo! Another perfect delivery. Okay, well, give her the food before I get caught. There's people everywhere. A burger. There you go. Well, that person's hungry too. No way I get 2 for 2 here. 2 for 2, 2 for 2. Did she see me? Did she see me? I'm good. Oh, 2 for 2. She didn't see me. I was running around her little tunnel vision. I take it out of here. I went 3. I've only been in this game for a minute and I already have 2 burgers. I can't get to those guys because they're looking at each other and they're both gonna pass out, it seems. There's nobody left to even cut the log. The log is still being cut though. The log is still being cut. You can see the wood shavings. Look at that. It's still being cut. Hopefully one day they make it through that log. I'm not sure what it's made of. I'm assuming it's not wood. Oh, this person's hungry. 3 for 3 right here. Oh no. No, no, no. Bingo! There you go, buddy. There's your burger. I know you're happy. 3 for 3, flawless execution. That was good. Another day on the job. Much better than my last attempt. What do we got here? Hash browns? Say less. A hungry person off the bat. Don't want to make too much noise here. Bingo. Full strength. Do my little dance. Where's the burger at? Stop dancing and give him the fucking burger. Where is it? I didn't even see it. Yeah. If you gotta really stop celebrating, somebody could easily see this. Oh, that's it? Damn! That was the entire round. 3 seconds. No, I got 4.3 seconds actually. How could anybody beat 4 seconds? I literally ran to him, gave him the burger, and that was it. Hungry people, right here. I don't want to run. They might hear me. Ma'am? The next.
I am. Danke. Hvad? Det er meget, ser meget sjovt ud.
Next surprise now. There you go. What is that? Hash browns? Chicken nuggets? Happy customer. Can I make it around? Come on. Come on. Bingo. There you go. 2 for 2 once again. This is easier than I thought. Stop dancing and give her the fucking burger. Wait, someone's right. Okay, but how? Ma'am, I literally just gave you chicken nuggets. You cannot be mad. How are you mad at me? That is ridiculous. Challenge failed. I gave her food and then she saw me. I didn't get a chance to walk away. That is so stupid. Doing my little crawl right now. Get behind her. Bingo. Yup, the same woman that busted me last time. I'm back. There's your chicken nuggets. Now please don't turn around. I'm still here. Now if I get behind this guy swinging the axe. There you go. Another perfect delivery. Damn, 32 seconds. I'm getting better at this. There's your chicken nuggets. And he almost beheaded me right there. I was kneeling over and he swung his axe. Okay, coffee. We need to deliver 1 coffee. And this person right here. Don't turn around. Do not turn around. I do the tiptoe. You can't hear or see me. Bingo. That's just not good enough. What does that mean? Did you see that at the bottom? Did I fail? Like, how do I fail? I don't get it. I gave her what she wanted. I need to deliver a piping hot BK Joe coffee to 3 people. Now that's a task I'm up for. This person right here is hungry, I can tell. Open the damn door. Wait, what? I can deliver through the door? Where are they? Okay, I somehow delivered to the person through the door. I have wall hacks. Oh, hungry person. I gotta tiptoe now before he sees me. Surprise! It's a cup of coffee from the most hated man in this forest.
Hvad nu kan jeg ikke online mere? Hvad? Kan jeg ikke online mere? Det var en skinstart.
Er du sikker på, at han skal?
Mhm.
Nej, det kan være, at det tager lidt længere tid. Det er også fint nok. Jeg kan være her. Det har man mega stykker.
Forest. That person's hungry behind me. Hurry up and stop dancing. Losing a customer. You're hungry for a coffee, huh? Pretty filling coffee. I know you wanted a coffee even though you're hungry, and coffees definitely don't help with your appetite, but there you go. My work here is done. That's a job well done. This game is ridiculous. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the
We have the show's most iconic meme. Don't dead, open inside. The way the hands creep through the cracks of these doors is just awesome. I still feel the same level of excitement now as I did when I first saw this. Outside the hospital, Rick has his first face-to-face with a walker. Well, she's not exactly walking much these days, and that's probably for the best. We'll call her Joe. He cycles back home to find the place empty, and you really feel for this man as he begs for this situation to just be a horrible dream that he needs to wake up from.
Is this real? Am I here?
Just as his day is going so very well, a little kid comes up and smacks him with a shovel. Kid's dad reminds him that walkers don't talk, and since this one does talk, he demands to know why he's got a bandage on.
You tell me, or I will kill you.
After passing out and waking up again, he's tied to a bed while Morgan tries to explain his cautionary actions.
Did you get bit? Bit, chewed, maybe scratched, anything like that.
As he sits down for dinner, Morgan tells Rick about what's happened to the world and why he and his son Dwayne have barricaded his house. He shows him the world outside, when suddenly the kid runs off sad upon seeing this one woman walk up. And as you will no doubt quickly guess, it's the kid's mother / Morgan's wife. The way she spookily staggers towards the door here is awesome. It makes you empathise with their grief seeing her trying to come back home, with her muscle memory kicking in as she used to live here for a while.
She died in the other room on that bed in there.
The next morning, Rick kills his first walker so that he can once again search his house, as he truly believes that his family are still alive. An idea of which Morgan initially doubts, having seen all the things that he's seen. But then he offers a ray of hope, saying that he did hear about a refugee centre in Atlanta. So with that information, Rick leads them to his police station, where they can arm themselves to the teeth with guns and also enjoy a hot shower, courtesy of the police station's independent gas supply.
Oh my lord. That feels good, right?
Morgan decides against the idea of sticking alongside a firearms trained officer, saying that he and his son will probably be able to shoot just as well as him after just a few days of panic firing while the whole world tries to eat them. And so they make their separate ways. Rick, still feeling the pain of seeing all this death around him, decides to humanely put Jo out of her misery.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
Morgan attempts to do the same thing for his wife, but he can't because he doesn't have the balls, because he's a big old pussy chicken boy.
Do it! Come on, kill me, I'm here! Come on, do it now!
Nah, but for real, this was an incredibly sad and well done sequence, showing the contrast between Rick being able to do what he feels is right, because he still sees it as his duty, and Morgan not being able to do what he knows is right, because he still very much loves her. Rick drives towards Atlanta and radios around for contact, but as the signal is so weak, there's no two-way communication possible, meaning that he doesn't know Shane, his wife Lori, and son Carl are still alive. Never mind, says Shane, and he returns to kissing Rick's wife, because he's a bad friend, but also still kind of a good friend in some ways, which I'll explain later. Rick runs out of gas and saddles up on a horse for the remainder of his journey to Atlanta. Upon arrival, he accidentally guides the horse into a big walker crowd, and they tear into this horse like it's been slow cooking for 8 hours.
See how that meat came right straight out?
Comes right off the bone.
Rick seems like he's trapped under this tank, and just as he's about to take the easy way out, he spots an opening above and climbs inside. While he waits it out, a voice comes through the radio, a mysterious new voice who saw what just happened to him. Shane thinks it's a hilariously good idea to do a surprise kidnapping prank on Lori in a world where people live on constant suspense, carrying guns and knives in case of such an attack. They briefly pause to recognise that this is unfair to Rick's memory, but Lori is ultimately unable to resist Shane and his signature sex move, the seductive snail. Rick is also getting hot and sweaty up in a box of his own, as the guy on the radio gives him instructions on how to escape the tank and get to a rendezvous point to be rescued by his group. So he makes a run for it and manages to climb a ladder where he meets Glenn, an awkward, kind of geeky guy who seems to take pleasure in calling Rick a dumbass.
Dumbass. Yeah, whatever, yeehaw. You're still a dumbass. Guess I'm an even bigger dumbass than you.
Now we get to meet the new group, and if I don't bother introducing certain people by name, it's probably best you don't get too attached to them. As she's holding a gun to Rick, I guess we should start with everyone's favourite character, Andrea. It's hard to pin down exactly why she's so unlikable, but you soon get tired of the only two faces she makes. It's only ever sad Andrea or smug Andrea. Well anyway, this group are kinda pissed at Rick because his gunshots drew the walker crowd closer to this building that they're raiding, and the walkers are slowly breaking down the glass doors. It's probably best to ignore this scene here of a walker having the brain function to use tools, because we won't see this happen again. On the roof of this building, we have Merle Dixon, a redneck douche who doesn't take kindly to people with a different skin pigment.
I'll tell you the day, Mr. Yo. It's the day I take orders from a Nicorette.
Despite this iffy side of his personality, he actually ends up being a fan favourite, which can't be said for his enemy in this episode, T-Dog. Yeah, that's actually the name they gave him. Merle gets into a scrap with the group, and Rick handcuffs him to the naughty boy pole until he thinks about what he's done.
Things are different now. There are no Nicorette anymore. No dumb as shit inbred white trash fools either.
With the walkers making good progress on Project Door Smash, the gang quickly form an escape plan where they chop up a dead walker and cover themselves in its entrails so that the dead guy smell masks their heavenly human stench.
That stench. That heavenly stench.
The scene of them walking through the undead crowd to get to a van is really suspenseful, with the tension ramping up even further as the rain starts to pour, washing away their odour mask. As they arrive with the van to haul themselves back to base camp, T-Dog goes to release Merle from his handcuffs and accidentally drops the key down the drain.
You did it on purpose! I didn't mean to! I did it on purpose!
Merle's distress being left on the roof is almost sickening to imagine as a real-life scenario, and to his credit, T-Dog doesn't seem too proud of what just happened.
I dropped the damn key.
Merle is getting delirious from dehydration, but then he goes into full panic mode when the walkers find their way to the last door.
Tell me what to do. Tell me.
Everyone arrives back at camp, and we have this very touching reunion to enjoy. You can imagine. And this is the start of a very interesting conflict, as you can imagine. That same night, Laurie gives Rick his wedding ring back, and they catch up on some long-awaited boinking. Well, she didn't wait all that long, but shh, don't tell Rick. The next day, Shane is feeling a little betrayed at the way Laurie has cut him off cold now her husband is back. And well, you can't really blame him, can you? I'd be a little bit cheesed off too if I was Shane. In this episode, it's established that this lady Carol is a downtrodden wife and a victim to her husband Ed's abuse. I was reading up Ed's bio on some websites, and it describes his wife beating as a hobby. I don't feel it's appropriate to label that as a hobby. Well, you know, as for me, I enjoy spots of fishing, building model railways, slapping my missus about, getting snuggled up with a book and my favourite hoodie and a nice cup of tea. You know, the simple things in life. Shane, already feeling pent-up frustration, decides that he's had enough of Ed's hobby, although I'm not too clear which one he has a problem with. Earlier, they broke the news to this guy Daryl that they left his brother on the roof.
Hell with all y'all. Just tell me where he is, so I can go get him.
It's so funny seeing how different Daryl is here, compared to how he is later in the show. He goes from scruffy redneck to scruffy respectable dude. Rick and a few others agree to go with him to see if they can rescue Merle, but when they get there, all they find is a blood-covered hacksaw and Merle's hand.
No! No!
The opening is very skippable in this one. It's Andrea and her sister talking about memories of their dad. And I don't know if it's her line delivery here, or just the line itself that's funny, but this line caught me off guard.
Alright, remember his rule. No crying in the boat. Scares the fish.
I think I just found the new rule for my Discord. On the search for Merle, they find the place where he cauterized his own arm wound. Yeah, I'd rather die. So now they feel the urgency to find him, knowing he's probably not in a good state. They split up Scooby-Doo style, and then Glenn and Daryl bump into this young lad, who starts calling for help from his stereotype south of the border gang. They manage to kidnap Glenn, but leave behind their guy. So naturally Rick and the others try to organise a meeting to do swapsies. The Cholo gang leader isn't happy with the deal, and threatens to kill them all. But Rick points out that he's being marked by a sniper. And I love that we see how much T-Dog is crapping himself right now, hoping he won't have to pull the trigger.
Come on, man. Make the trade. Please.
Cholo Boss agrees to trade, but they need to sweeten the deal by including guns. So then they come back with the guns, but instead of offering them up, they load up and point them in the Cholo's faces.
Let's just shoot these fools right now, Wesley, alright? Unload on their asses, that's it.
His head tattoo looks like one of those fake temporary tattoos you get as a kid's toy. This next part really makes me laugh because it feels like such a cliche to have a naive grandma come along right in the middle of a standoff and say something stupid like,
"Oh, are you boys playing cowboys and Indians? Come inside, dearies, and I'll make you some lemonade."
Helping us find a missing person. Fella named Glenn.
There's young boy. He's with Mr. Gilbert. Come. I show you.
This old lady turns out to be one of the Cholo's grandmas, and she leads Rick backstage for a VIP tour of the sick people in this hospital. It was a cool twist to see that this guy who fronted himself as a hardcore gangster with vicious dogs ready to attack is actually just an average guy with smaller than average dogs.
You're the dumbest son of a bitch I ever met. We walked in there ready to kill every last one of you.
Rick takes pity on their situation and leaves them with some of his guns. So what started out as a pretty cliche looking conflict actually ended in a satisfying way. They head back to the van and see that it's been stolen, theorising that it's probably Merle, so they make their way back home on foot. When night comes, the camp relax assuming nothing bad's gonna happen, and then a walker finds its way into Ed's tent and eats him. They continue sitting around the campfire waiting for something bad to happen, and then someone they actually care about gets bit on the arm, and all hell breaks loose, with other walkers joining in on the action.
Oh my god.
Beth's sister Amy is the only death of any significance here. And you know what? For as much as we can make fun of Laurie Holden's character, she does a very convincing cry. The more movies and TV you watch, you do start to notice that some actors cannot cry real tears on demand, or at least look convincing with fake tears. So credit is where credit is due. Rick and the gang arrive back in time to help, and again we get a touching moment seeing Rick overwhelmed with relief to see that his wife and child are still alive. This episode is awesome, even the Andrea scene. But let's get her part out the way first anyway. Andrea sits there for hours, unwilling to let her sister go. Rick comes over with the intention of reminding her that her sister's going to turn soon.
Andrea, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And then we have Dale, who I haven't introduced up until now. He's the constant voice of reason in this group, and he knows full well that a grieving person needs to be allowed the time to grieve, and to help her understand her feelings, he shares his story of losing his wife, and how he was only able to feel love again when he started looking after Andrea and her sister, protecting them as if they were his own daughters. Well, she was the least favourite daughter anyway. When Amy finally changes, it marks the first time we've seen anyone turn on this show. And I love how long we're given to witness the heartbreak, watching a loved one turn. It brings a much needed sense of realness and connection between the audience and the characters.
Amy, I'm sorry. I love you.
Carol gets her moments of catharsis, swinging a pickaxe into Ed's skull before he turns. Her acting here, to me, perfectly shows the combination of distress for what she's having to do and bittersweet freedom from him. Jim, who I also haven't mentioned yet, gets outed as being bit during a scuffle last night, and naturally he fears that they're going to take him out. Luckily for Jim, Rick discusses the idea of travelling to the CDC to see if they have a cure. So if Jim can make the car journey, they might not need to pickaxe his head. As he hangs out in the camper van,
made me update every driver one can update on a PC. Still
and he starts getting fearful visions of transition. And again, it's really cool to see this, because the fate of becoming a walker to me is somehow worse than death. If you sit down and think about it, it's really terrifying to imagine this happening to you. This episode is also important because we see Shane starting
like
to turn
crap,
against Rick.
but
in
at
very
least
small
my
ways.
system is
But
up
other
to
people
date
like
now.
Dale are starting to notice that something is off. He didn't much like the way Shane set his rifle sights on Rick here.
Jesus.
We unexpectedly cut to the CDC, where we discover there's a man inside doing his research, but he's all alone in this massive facility, and while testing some tissue samples, he accidentally spills some chemicals on it, and the lab's contamination protocol forces him to exit the room so that he can destroy his work.
All personnel clear. Full decontamination in effect.
The gang arrive outside the CDC, Jim didn't make it, and they are distraught at the idea of having travelled all this way and the place is completely shut down. But Rick notices the cameras moving, suggesting that there is someone inside watching, but the others still try to pull him away, ready to leave.
I know you're in there. I know you can hear me. Please, we're desperate.
The CDC guy knows the right thing to do here is to open the door, heavenly light bursting out like they just stumbled upon a lifetime supply of weed and Subway cookies. this episode is somehow better than the last. The opening is especially great. It shows how Shane tried his best to get Rick out of the hospital, but the military were all over the place, basically killing anything that moved. And for good reason, as the walkers are everywhere. All Shane could really do in this situation is try and block his door to stop the walkers wandering in. Back to present times, Rick and the gang plead for the guy to let them stay, which he agrees to after testing their blood.
I've already broken every rule in the book letting you in here. Let me just at least be thorough.
They end up being disappointed to find out that he's the only person left alive here. But for now, they're more preoccupied with the idea of resting up. They enjoy hot showers. I said enjoy hot showers. God damn it, Andrea, get over it. There's also plenty of red wine, and then they have breakfast the next morning. The red wine was a bad choice for Shane, however, as last night he got sexually frustrated and tried to do very bad things to Laurie, while at the same time trying to guilt her for not appreciating his help enough. Before it went to a regrettable level, he was making some valid points about how he tried his best to save Rick, even though he thought he was dead for sure, and he had good intentions in looking after them before they became intimately connected. Laurie somehow casually forgetting that she was rolling around in the forest with him only a few episodes ago. But yeah, still, red wine plus Shane equals big mistakes made. The next day, Dr. Jenner shows them some really cool scans, showing them the brain activity of a person dying from a walker bite. And it's super eerie watching brain activity kickstart again after being dead.
Dark, lifeless, dead. The frontal lobes, the neocortex, the human part, that doesn't come back. The you part.
After his presentation, Jenner then mournfully explains how all of his efforts have amounted to no results. The CDC never discovered the cause, and at this point he's even willing to entertain the idea that this is a biblical event.
It could be microbial, viral, parasitic, fungal.
Or the wrath of God?
There's that.
Dal then asks what the countdown clock is for, and Jenner explains how the building is set to explode when the power runs out. A safety protocol to prevent diseases from exiting the building. Naturally, the gang freak out and run for the doors, and then Jenner shockingly then locks them in. He explains that what he's doing is actually a thing of kindness, because it will give them all a quick, painless death, which is a much better fate than having to fight to survive in a hopeless world. And he reminds them that even if he does release these doors, the outer ones will remain shut.
I told you. Once that front door closed, it wouldn't open again. You heard me say that.
But let's rewind so we can listen to the time he said that to them.
You got stuff to bring and you do it now. Once this door closes, it stays closed.
Yeah, you didn't really stress that point heavily enough, did you? If I knew the building was going to do this, I would say something like, hey, you guys can come in, but just to warn you, there's no cure, and tomorrow the building is going to lock itself down and destroy itself. That's kind of a dick move there, Dr. Jenner. The whole scene of them desperately trying to get out was super suspenseful, and when Dr. Jenner finally agrees to let them try and get out, a couple of people decide to stay, including Andrea, who never changed her mind, and then the building blowed up. The end. Nah, she makes it out. Reasonable Dale tugged on her heartstrings and said if she dies, then he dies. Dr. Jenner's last words to Rick are bone-chillingly dark.
I'm grateful. The day will come when you won't be.
Well, I say last words, but he whispers something in his ear, and I can't remember if we find out what he says here, so I suppose you should keep watching to find out with me, unless you want to Google what he says, but please don't do that. To get out, Rick sets a grenade against the window, and they manage to escape by the thinnest of margins, because that's good television, damn it. This explosion giving us an ending that is as satisfying as it is morbid, knowing that their journey continues on with no hope of curing the Walking Dead. Become a Basement Buddy today and get access to exclusive content. Not exactly a ton right now, but you can get a taste of what's to come. Patreon.com/Hausenberg Films. Do you like how much Saul Goodman I've managed to cram into the title and thumbnail? I just figured, hey, my Breaking Bad video is doing pretty well, so I should cover a recent movie starring a beloved character from the show. Now, I've got to be honest, my expectations weren't that high for Nobody. Bob Odenkirk is a terrific actor in a drama scene.
Oh no, 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 no! No, it wasn't me, it was Ignacio, he's the one!
But he's not the kind of guy you would expect to do well in a John Wick type scenario. He just looks like your typical dad character. But then I remembered that's exactly the point of this movie. On the surface, he's nobody. He's Hutch Mansell, who has a boring job, a disinterested wife, and a sexless relationship with his son. Oh, wait, I think I wrote that down the wrong way round. A disinterested son and a sexless relationship with his wife. He's just a regular dude, except he's not, because he used to be a badass hitman for some highly classified organisation.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
And let me tell you now, once this cage is unlocked and this tiger goes to town, it's the most brutal bloodbath of raw fun imaginable. And imagine is exactly what you're going to need to do, because there's no way YouTube will monetize this video if I show you a hint of any violence. It has to be blurred and pixelated and censored to high heaven. Isn't it just the best? Thanks, YouTube. Before I go into this story, I do need to address the title of this video. This movie is almost too good, but I don't mean too good in quality. I mean Hutch Mansell is too good at his job. His assassin job, that is, not whatever job this is. He goes the entire movie without making any major mistakes, or even finding himself in any sort of unsolvable quandary. And for me, that's the only issue I have with this movie. But it is an important issue for me because I like to see some sort of high stakes problem. Typically it happens around the second act of any movie like this, but I would have been happy for it to happen at any point. Hutch Mansell doesn't appear to lose anything significant in his life. Even when his family's home is burnt down, it really doesn't feel like much of a loss. But I don't want to talk about that just yet because that's kind of jumping ahead. We'll come back to that later. If I was going to give this movie a rating, which is something I don't typically do, based on the element of fun, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10, as there's tons of fun things to appreciate. But take it from me, don't go into this movie expecting some outstanding original story, because basically it's like a Pepsi Max version of John Wick, in the sense that it's not weak enough to be considered a crappy Diet Coke version. Nobody is lesser in calories, but it has that extra taste to it, which makes it cool and exciting. And you're basically going to be a pussy magnet if you hold one in your hands. Go on, try it. Hold a physical copy of Nobody in your hands and just watch the pussy roll in by the waves. Pushing aside the movie's kind of weak story, let's explore this movie and focus on the fun elements. And I guess if you don't want spoilers for this, then shoo, go on, get out, get away. But if not, let's do this. I knew from the second this movie opened that I was going to watch it till the very end, because I want to know why Bob Odenkirk has a kitten, and also why is he covered in blood. It's a weird but really intriguing opening, and I'm sure your interests are locked in too, because we want to know...
Who the fuck are you?
Me?
We're shown how mundane his new life is in a quick montage, which repeats so much that it starts to frustrate you watching, which is perfect because you feel the exact same way he feels. This movie wastes no time jumping into the exciting stuff, as within the first 5 minutes we have the enticing moment where Hutch is tested to see if the old Hutch Mansell comes out to defend his home from being robbed. But he decides that it's not worth it because the robbers seem more scared than a threat, and they only steal a handful of loose change. But then, when he realises they also took his daughter's kitty cat bracelets, he decides they have crossed the line. Yeah, no, it's fine they gave your teenage son a black eye, but still my daughter's worthless plastic piece of crap bracelet, and man's gonna go ape mode. No! So he goes on the hunt to find the tattoo artist behind the robber's wrist tattoo. A small detail that only a professional hitman would know to mentally note when tracking them down later. And that little detail of him noticing the tattoo is a great way to foreshadow Hutch's secret identity. He eventually finds the Source tattoo studio because the artist has a photograph of it just sitting on his desk. And at first I found this funny because I thought tattoo artists would only display pictures of work they're actually proud of. And this is just some basic looking bird scribble. But when we skip back in the movie to look at the actual tattoo, the ink looks fresh. So I guess the picture's on his desk because he took it quite recently and hasn't yet stored it in a book somewhere out of sight. After getting his watch back from the robbers who said they didn't know anything about his daughter's bracelet, he hops on a bus back home when a group of drunken idiots come aboard looking to cause some trouble. Which is great because Hutch is all pumped up and looking for some action.
I'm gonna huff you up.
What I kind of like about this scene is that Hutch is kind of rusty at fighting. After spending however many years out of action, he gets really hurt in this encounter.
Okay, my fault.
And just keeps on getting back up to fight, which is amazing to watch. And yeah, you can imagine how much more awesome this would be if I didn't have to blur half the bloody screen. But I've only just started making money on YouTube, and I'm not rich enough yet to be careless about it. This movie's really good at throwing in little comedy details to add some levity to the messed up things happening on screen. For example, as Hutch is choking this dude out with the bell cord, it keeps illuminating the stop sign. And later on in the final shootout factory scene, he rubs out the incident days tracker before returning to the murder spree. So it turns out one of the guys on the bus who he put in hospital was the brother of notorious Russian gangster Yulian Kuznetsov. Yulian Kuznetsov demonstrates why he's not to be messed with by ripping this guy's face apart with a broken martini glass. I actually winced watching this. It's just brutal in a really uncomfortable way. Well, anyway, Yulian Kuznetsov sends out the cavalry to hunt Hutch down, sending double what he would do for a normal guy when he finds out that this is no normal guy. Hutch hurries the family down to the basement so he can deal with the invading bad guys. And I've got to say, I found this sequence to be the least satisfying part of the movie, with two things standing out as annoyances for me. The first annoyance, Hutch is hiding upstairs as two of the patrol head up to take him out. But I'm going to play this part with sound, and you tell me what the first issue is. So we're seeing an automatic rifle of some kind shoot around the room, which on its own I think sounds a bit too quiet. But then again, I'm no gun expert, I might be wrong on this, but I do have a pair of eyes, and looking around the room we can see debris falling off the ceiling, and we can see that there's bullet spray going everywhere, but for some reason we have an annoying lack of impact sounds. You would think with that amount of bullet spray going around the room, you would hear smashing vases or breaking walls, some form of impact sound happening for some of the bullets. But this issue is kind of nitpicky in comparison to my next complaint. Hutch goes downstairs to see that the other guys are still wandering about looking for him. I'm sorry, are they deaf? How did they not hear all of that happening upstairs? If for some bizarre reason you didn't hear them fumbling about, you would have surely heard the gun going off. How could you possibly not know at this point where Hutch is? What are you doing wandering around here? Well, it turns out they aren't completely incompetent as they managed to tase Hutch unconscious. They're en route to bring Hutch back to Big Boss Man Yulian Killing Me Softly. Alright, I should probably stop with the xenophobic name jabs now. Not really the best time to be pissing Russians off, is it? En route to Yulian, Hutch manages to break out of his cuffs and escape the car. He then goes back home to get his family out the basement and starts cleaning up the crime scene. Now I was sitting here wondering how the hell is he going to get all of this cleaned and repaired? That's a lot of bodies to dispose of and that's a lot of blood to clean. But then Hutch does the best logical thing possible, which is just to burn down the house, burning with it every single scrap of evidence. The quickest and most effective way to do this job. But like I mentioned earlier, this could have been a key moment for our protagonist to feel some sort of loss. This is after all his family home he's burning down. Maybe he could have taken one last look at a wedding photo that's covered in blood and knows he can't take it with him because it has to be burned with the rest of the evidence. Or maybe the intruders killed his cats and he has to burn the body, and maybe that could tie in with the end of the movie when he gets a replacement kitten. But the real reason he gets this kitten is kind of meaningless. It's just because his daughter wanted one.
We need a cat.
Yeah, it's whatever. So yeah, this part of the movie just needed something more emotional to happen. Bob Odenkirk is fully capable of delivering an emotional scene. At one point, I was expecting the movie might try to sacrifice his dad, but the movie made it obvious that he was going to turn out to be a hitman too. And I'm really glad they did this for him because he's goddamn Doc Brown. This man, Christopher Lloyd, is a treasure. The man's in his 80s and gets to play the part of a professional killer kicking major ass and being a total alpha chad while he does it. I know it looks silly, it's really far-fetched, but it just makes me happy to see. I would love to be this awesome at 80 years old. Also, RZA from the Wu-Tang is in this, and he's okay, I guess. I have massive respect for this man either way, because his musical talent is brilliant. But I'm going off topic, so let's get back to the story. So Hutch is pretty ticked off about the situation he's in, and goes to Julian's club and starts laying waste to everyone and everything. I got a bit overexcited when he starts to fill this water line with gasoline. I thought for sure he was going to explode the building this way, but instead he uses it to douse a big pile of cash with the sprinkler system. Yeah, talk about underwhelming. But the rest of this sequence is cool, especially when he reveals a claymore strapped to his hand, ready to go off if Julian makes any sudden movements.
What say you and I have a moment?
He gives Julian an ultimatum to think about, with one of the options being that they both forget about everything and call it a day. But as Hutch goes to leave, Julian decides that dying is the better choice, and pursues Hutch to a factory where the final shootout happens. In anticipation of this going down, Hutch rigged the factory with booby traps Home Alone style, and we get some pretty entertaining deaths from it. Again, because Hutch is too good at his job, everything goes according to plan, near enough. Hutch didn't lose anything before, and he hasn't lost anything here. His dad doesn't get shot, and neither does his Wu-Tang friend. It's just another opportunity missed to have some emotion in this movie. But then again, in place of this, we get a cool Claymore death with Julian. Certainly don't go into this movie expecting to feel a range of emotions. You're going to feel happy for sure. And if you're content to have a stupid grin on your face most of the movie, then we're very much aligned with this. Because despite some nitpicks, I had a great time with this movie. And I'll definitely be watching it again sometime. Here's where I thank my Patreon subscriber. Yes, isn't it cute? I have one Patreon subscriber. You can have your name here too. As well as the other bonus content I mentioned at the start. If you become a top tier, forward to when Saul is in his mansion at the top of his...
Get you a Jerome, not a Tesla, it's haram. I got 46 cars, and you brokies have not. I'm cool, I have friends, and many of women. Everybody knows I'm top, and I also box. My money replaces itself when I spend it. I'm inside your head and my dick's inside your bitch. I'm an expert playing chess and I did Jan 6. I win so many fights, I win 3rd place. The world, water, and space are my inventions, while all you brokies will hate and spend your pensions. Your girlfriend and mates are in my mentions, sending me nudes and dessert cakes. Now the feminist dudes say that I stole some gals. They caught me cause of pizza. Now I'm locked in jail here in Romania. A, B, C, D, E, top G. Let me free, we're a failed society. This was planned.
A, B, C, D, E, sharp, C. Woo.
It on me, colors your Bugatti, top groom, alpha dog, I can see.
Charging battery.
Everybody wants my cars, you just all need God. I run a mile in 5 minutes. A, B, C, D, E, top G.
Va?
We are for society.
Jeg kan godt lide hans, hvad hedder det, hans
impression?
Yeah, impression, yeah. Yeah.
Before my status, accept that we're not the same, you're in the matrix. I thought Romania's way less hard on rapists. Why am I in jail now doing gay shits? I'm the king, most googled man that ever was. A targeted man of color. We should all try to be a bit more like our A, B, C, E, D, top G. Let me free, you're all jealous of me. On the principal and dean at Hustlers University. Top group, alpha dog, I can see through the fog. Though the matrix is strong, it's no match for my dog. I'm gonna run to Moldova. A, B, G, E, D, top G. I got the funds to buy Iran. A, B, C, D, E, top G. Let me free, we're a failed society. This was planted on me. What color's your Bugatti? Top groom out.
It was planted on me. What color is your Bugatti?
A dog, Allah help me from this strong 700-pound guy. Wants to make me his wife. Get you a Jerome, not a Tesla, it's haram. I got 46 cars, and you brokies have not. I'm cool, I have friends, and many of women. Everybody knows I'm top, and I also box. My money replaces itself when I spend it. I'm inside your head and my dick's inside your bitch. I'm an expert playing chess and I did Jan 6. I win so many fights, I win 3rd place. The world, water, and space are my inventions, while all you brokies will hate and spend your pensions. Your girlfriend and mates are in my mentions, sending me nudes and dessert cakes. Now the feminist dudes say that I stole some gals. They caught me cause of pizza. Now I'm locked in jail here in Romania. A, B, C, D, E, top G. Let me free, we're a failed society. This was planted on me. What color's your Bugatti? Top groom, alpha dog. I conceived me with me mom. Everybody wants my cars, you just all need God. I run a mile in 5 minutes. A, B, C, D, E, top G. Wish you could be like me for my status, except that we're not the same, you're in the Matrix. I thought Romania's way less hard on rapists. Why am I in jail now doing gay shits? I'm the king, most googled man that ever was. A targeted man of color. We should all try to be a bit more like R. A, B, C, E, D, top G. Let me free, you're all jealous of me. On the principal and dean at Hustlers University. Top group, alpha dog. I can see through the fog. Though the matrix is strong, it's no match for my dong. I'm gonna run to Moldova. A, B, G, E, D, top G. I got the funds to buy Iran. A, B, C, D, E, top G. Let me free, we're a failed society. This was planted on me. What color's your Bugatti? Top groom, alpha dog. Allah help me from this strong 700-pound guy. Wants to make me his wife.
This 700-pound guy want to make it my wife. Please let me out. I'm trying to pee. What color's your Bugatti? One, two, me, mama, me.
Not a Tesla, it's haram. I got 46 cars, and you brokies have not. I'm cool, I have friends, and many of women. Everybody knows I'm top, and I also box. My money replaces itself when I spend it. I'm inside your head and my dick's inside your bitch. I'm an expert playing chess and I did Jan 6. I win so many fights, I win 3rd place. The world, water, and space are my inventions, while all you brokies will hate and spend your pensions. Your girlfriend and mates are in my mentions, sending me nudes and dessert cakes. Now the feminist dudes say that I stole some gals. They caught me cause of pizza. Now I'm locked in jail here in Romania. A, B, C, D, E, top G. Let me free, we're a failed society. This was planted on me. What color's your Bugatti? Top groom, alpha dog. I conceived me with me mom. Everybody wants my cars, you just all need God. I run a mile in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. A, B, C, D, E, top G. Wish you could be like me for my status, except that we're not the same, you're in the Matrix. I thought Romania's way less hard on rapists. Why am I in jail now doing gay shits? I'm the king, most googled man that ever was. A targeted man of color. We should all try to be a bit more like R. A, B, C, E, D, top G. Let me free, you're all jealous of me. On the principal and dean at Hustlers University. E, top group, alpha dog. I can see through the fog, though the matrix is strong. It's no match for my dong. I'm gonna run to Moldova. A, B, G, E, D, top G. I got the funds to buy Iran. A, B, C, D, E, top G. Let me free, we're a failed society. This was planted on me. What color's your Bugatti? Top groom, alpha dog. Allah help me from this strong 700-pound guy. Wants to make me his wife.
What color's your Bugatti?
Get you a Jerome, not a Tesla, it's haram. I got 46 cars, and you brokies have not. I'm cool, I have friends, and many of women. Everybody knows I'm top, and I also box. My money
DJ Frate! In this small town here in Romania night, I wear sunglasses and I drive. Budapest is good, it's city I love. All the dogs.
places itself when I spend it. I'm inside your head and mind.
Va?
Como dije en time.
In damn. In damn gal. Damn gal. Damn gal. Damn gal. My what color's your Bugatti?
Ah.
I'm gonna run to Malta. Da, da, da. What color's your Bugatti? My G. Na 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 no 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 color's your Bugatti?
My dick's inside your bitch. I'm an expert playing chess and I did Jan 6. I win so many fights, I win 3rd place. The world, water, and space are my inventions, while all you brokies will hate and spend your pensions. Your girlfriend and mates are in my mentions, sending me nudes and dessert cakes. Now the feminist dudes say that I stole some gals. They caught me cause of pizza. Now I'm locked in jail here in Romania. A, B, C, D, E, top G. Let me free, we're a failed society. This was planted on me. What color's your Bugatti? Top group, alpha dog. I conceived me with me mom. Everybody wants my cars, you just all need God. I run a mile in 5 minutes. A, B, C, D, E, top G. Wish you could be like me for my status, except that we're not the same, you're in the matrix. I thought Romania's way less hard on rapists. Why am I in jail now doing gay shits? I'm the king, most googled man that ever was. A targeted man of color. We should all try to be a bit more like R. A, B, C, E, D, top G. Let me free, you're all jealous of me. On the principal and dean at Hustlers University. Top group, alpha dog. I can see through the fog, though the matrix is strong. It's no match for my dong. I'm gonna run to Moldova. A, B, G, E, D, top G. I got the funds to buy Iran. A, B, C, D, E, top G. Let me free, we're a failed society. This was planted on me. What color's your Bugatti? Top groom, alpha dog. Allah help me from this strong 700-pound guy. Wants to make me his wife. And you brokies have not. I'm cool, I have friends and many of women. Everybody knows I'm top and I also box. My money replaces itself when I spend it. I'm inside your head and my dick's inside your bitch. I'm an expert playing chess and I did Jan 6. I win so many fights, I win 3rd place. The world, water, and space are my inventions, while all you brokies will hate and spend your pensions. Your girlfriend and mates are in my mentions, sending me nudes and dessert cakes. Now the feminist dudes say that I stole some gals. They caught me 'cause of pizza. Now I'm locked in jail here in Romania. A, B, C, D, E, top G. Let me free, we're a failed society. This was planted on me. What color's your Bugatti? Top groom, alpha dog. I conceived me with me mom. Everybody wants my cars, you just all need God. I run a mile in 5 minutes. A, B, C, D, E, top G. You wish you could be like me for my status, except that we're not the same, you're in the Matrix. I thought Romania's way less hard on rapists. Why am I in jail now doing gay shits? Let's get it. I'm the king, most googled man that ever was. A targeted man of color. We should all try to be a bit more like...
Va?
Allah.
Allah.
My car. A, B, C, E, D, top G. Let me free, you're all jealous of me. On the principal and dean at Hustlers University. Top group, alpha dog. I can see through the fog. Though the matrix is strong, it's no match for my dong. I'm gonna run to Moldova. A, B, G, E, D, top G. I got the funds to buy Iran.
I got the funds to buy Iran.
I am kind of gay, and that's okay. Alright,
I am
my
kind of
friend.
gay.